Hello my friend, welcome to the second of my junk journal binding tutorials. Last video I showed a 3-hole pamphlet stitch, and today I will show you how you can use brads to bind your signatures. Let's jump right in. This is my first attempt of brad binding. I thought you might be interested to follow along and see all the mistakes I am making, so you don't have to make them. We start off in the usual way with creating a template for the spine. I took the width of the spine and now just take a ruler to tear it to size. And I'm planning to have 3 rolls of binding for 3 signatures with 3 times the holes for the brads. So I fold it in half and then each side again in half. So you can see this allows me to have 3 straight lines. And if I then fold the paper lengthwise in half and again in a quarter and a quarter, then you can see where the horizontal and vertical lines cross. I make little dots because these are the spots for my signatures, for the holes where I will poke through. This is nothing unusual. This is the normal process you also go through when you make a 3-hole pamphlet stitch. Like taking a bit of cardboard underneath to poke through with your pokey tool. I'm taking an owl to poke through the spine back for the later binding. The interesting bit with the brad binding comes later, and you will see where I struggle and what my solutions will be, so stay with me. Don't forget to write top on the top so that you always can use your template for all the signatures to come. Here are these unusual little brads I found in a thrift shop, and that inspired me to try this method. I was so pleased to have found them, like a little apple, little round things, teacup hearts, and so I thought I'd give it a go. I have prepared 3 packs of signatures with a variety of different papers, like different texture, coffee dyed paper, like some scrapbooking paper, leftovers from a book, and even a little bit of my own paper from a different video before. And I make sure that they are all in line the way I would like to have them. And I am usually using my metal ruler to really press the folded papers into each other and then secure them with a large paper clip. You can take any form of clip you have on both sides. And so when I push it really tightly in, that when I poke the holes, that nothing is moving. Here I'm using my template again, and here I can see that's the top bit. That's where it goes. Checking the placement in my journal, securing it with a clip again, making sure the fold is exactly in the folds of my papers, and then same technique like with the 3-hole pamphlet stitch, poking holes exactly through the fold, through the spine with a pokey tool. Best I find works an owl, but a strong needle or so also would work nicely. Okay, so that's fine. I think it's good to make the holes a little bit wider. Here you can see it, so that I can find them easily back when I try to bind it in. This is now where the new binding technique starts to be interesting. instead of sewing the signature in, I am using 3 of the little brads, and from the outside of my cover I poke them through the holes that I have made before. You can see I chose to have them in yellow and in red, color coded to the colors of my cover, and then to turn it around and use my first signature to put them in. It's important with the brads that the little legs of the brads are aligned so that when they open, that they are open vertically, so and not horizontally, otherwise they would interfere with the signature. I will explain later again. So, and here I am faced with the first problem, and hopefully you can learn from this by looking at my mistakes, because I realized these little legs of the bread are very short, and it's very difficult to find the holes back to get these little legs through. And I'm determined now. I really try page by page to get through it, but I just can't. Whenever I try to find it, I push the bread back, and my holes in my signature are just not big enough. So I decided to turn it around and make the holes a little bit bigger and also clearer, so that I can better see actually where my hole is, and then align it again with the legs of the bread. And so let's see one more try. And here you can see, because the hole is bigger, it's easier to get through, and then to push down these little legs with my owl, fold them in half and then up and down. They are interestingly very securely attached once you have pressed them down firmly. I think I would like to have an interlude here. I would like to tell you something about bread. This is the one I found in the thrift shop. And the legs of this one are very short. They are centimeter long. It's less than half an inch. That's really difficult to get all your papers for your signature through. And I found even tinier ones that are nice, like as decorative elements in your junk journal, but not for binding. And I found other ones, same lengths like before. We can use them, but be prepared, that's a little bit fiddly. What I found then are way longer ones in a stationery shop. They are 2.5 centimeter, like 1 inch long. And if I try it again, I will definitely use that one. If you found this helpful, please let me know in the comment, and please don't forget to subscribe if you like to see more of my videos. I have prepared 2 more packs of papers for the 2 remaining signatures, and for now I hope you can enjoy leaning back, watching me entering the signatures into my junk journal. Nothing left for you to do in the moment. I will leave you without my voice, with a little bit of music for a while, and I hopefully will meet you at the end, where I show you the final result and give you a little bit of a walkthrough. Here's another little tip. I poked through with my owl, and with that have a freshly poked and widened hole, and it's easier to push the bread through this freshly poked hole. You can see on the other side it goes straight through. I learned this while doing this, and it was very, very helpful for me. I hope it's helpful for you too. So that's it, the final book. All the 3 signatures are in there. They're really securely bound. Like, using this bread binding technique is actually stronger than the 3-hole pamphlet stitch. It was a little bit fiddly, but it's really, it's worthwhile. Like, if you don't mind trying it, definitely give it a go. So, to come back to what I said before, just as a reminder, if you are going to try it, really make sure that you have a look at the lengths of the legs of your little breads. Like, when they are short like this, it is more fiddly. And to remember that there is a longer version you can use, so that it is easier for you to poke through. And with the longer version, it is actually very easy binding method. So, I'm happy with the outcome. I find it really cute and a nice addition, a nice second method to bind the signatures into the junk journal. If you like to see more of my videos, please subscribe, press the notification bell, and I hope to see you soon. Bye for now.